What's going on, guys? Brett here, and I'm back playing some more Kingdom Rush Origins. And today, we're going to get into the Neverwonder, which is a really unique map in Kingdom Rush. It has some pretty cool interactable things you'll see here in the bottom corner. These like 4 colored mushrooms. We'll get into that when the time comes. But for right now, I wanted to show you guys a hero that we unlocked yesterday, Razz and Rags. Okay, we kind of went over their abilities, but let's do it again real quick just as a refresher. They have 450 HP and no armor. Decent damage, average speed. Transfigures an enemy of up to 600 health. Well, actually, I only have level 1, so I think it's 200 health. Into an allied fighting ragdoll for 5 seconds. Sends forth 12 boom bunnies, or in this case I think it's 8, that explode on contact, dealing 30 area damage each. Razz conjures a random item and magically flings it, dealing damage. Rag hammers an area, stunning and dealing damage over a certain number of seconds. And he can also transfigure enemies into allied fighting ragdolls. Okay, so he makes little puppets that fight for him. And he can do some decent AoE. I want to try and do the Iron Mode challenge. We knocked out yesterday, I think we did the Iron, yes, we did Iron Mode and Heroic for Grimsburg. Well, let's go ahead and do these for the Crystal Lake. So we can only use Archery and Druids. And our upgrades are capped at level 4. I already went ahead and redistributed our stars so that we have most of the upgrades that you can get at level 4. We're just missing the level 4 one for the Thunderbolt. So check out our boy here. This is amazing. So we have a problem with air. Sword spiders, web spitter spiders. I remember these being very tough. We'll see if that memory holds true. How do we build? It's given us quite a bit of gold. We may also want to rethink bringing this character if he doesn't have the ability to hit air, which I think he doesn't.
Hunting season begins.
So we need the AoE to kill the spiders, but we certainly need the air.
Trust our aim. Swift and steady. Hunting season begins.
But we also need the air to kill the Gloomies, who are very dangerous. Let's leave it at this for now. So check out the boom bunnies. I'm not sure how far they run before they explode. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I'd also really like to upgrade these dudes as well. So here come the Glooms. Awesome. He does like the DK deal. I think we will go ahead and nuke them there. And unfortunately they crystallized us. Can we kill them? We can't even leak one, so we have to kill them here. Yeah, the serpent is going to crystallize us. That's going to make things more difficult. Do we just not have enough air? That could be the case. Oh, we barely... Wow, that was clutch. We really need some help. We need another arcane. We probably just need some more archers in general. Can he attack air? I'm not sure. Wow, did we do it? No, okay, I was about to say that was fast. Let's upgrade these so they have the aerial attacks. And unlike the mobile version, we can't break this. Okay, little boom bunnies. Hey, we did it. That wasn't so bad. I think we built just the exact right amount of stuff. We barely did that though. That was so close. And we didn't get that much experience on our buddy. But let's go ahead. That was fast. That was super fast. I didn't expect to do it like that. Let's try and knock this one out, the heroic mode. I feel like this is going to be more challenging. Are you ragging on me?
Like a rolling stone. For the queen. Hunting season
Something like
begins.
this, perhaps?
By the light of the moon.
In this area. And here.
To the vanguard.
Something like this.
For the queen. By the light of the moon.
Let's get them level 2.
Let's rock.
And we can also build archery and magic there.
Swift and steady.
That's fine. We ended up building a lot of low-level towers. I think that's okay. Watch these boom bunnies go. These things are strong. Wow, but they can miss. I didn't realize that. So we're going to leave our hero here because we have, you know, double barracks in this position. And let's transform them into little ragdolls who fight. Wow, they do a ton of damage. 40 to 50 damage apiece. They don't really seem to like seek out targets though. Let's nuke them. These spiders are too strong. Cast 1.21 gigawatts. Nice. That's a Back to the Future reference. I want to upgrade this one so that it has a chance to attack. And if we're going to do that, we need to pull these dudes back just a bit and pull them into the range of this tower. Alright. Transform. I don't think they die once they're done being transformed. I think they just turn back into spiders. We're going to need to test that. Yeah, they do. So you still have to kill them.
Swift and steady.
We don't want to leak here.
Season begins.
Dang, we may have wasted that. That feels pretty bad, if true. And these spiders kind of cleared out our guys for them. Let's bring him down. He's going to do his spikes, and now we use rags to block.
Trust our aim.
Nope, back him up. Okay. Do we have him? What we can do now is move them back here. Okay, he's trying to go to the other lane. Interesting. So we have a bit more time, and we managed to get him. Awesome. Alright, Rags, get in there. So the Boom Bunnies went all the way to the waterfall. That's cool. We need to get some bigger towers down. We also don't have any of the dragons. A lot of magic resistance on this side. I'm not loving the fact that we have a magic tower here. And Rags is down. Let's call early just so we can get our abilities back up. We may have to pop them here. And I think we're going to build a golden longbow in the center. There we go. So now this tower that wasn't doing anything for a long time is now going to be doing, hopefully, some big damage. I think we should also level this. Alright, here comes another bander boy. Oh no! It went right through! Oh my gosh. Razz is healing a bit. No, stay back, stay back. Now get in, get in. No! Dang, too slow. I guess we needed some of those dragons. Let's try it again. Do something like that.
Hunting season begins. To the vanguard.
I do think we absolutely have to have these two here.
For the queen. By the light of the moon.
We may not want to upgrade those, but we definitely want to upgrade these.
To the vanguard. Like a rolling stone. Trust our aim. Swift and steady.
I'm just kind of plotting it out. We need some kind of... Yeah, we messed that up. Or I messed that up, I should say.
Hunting season begins. Trust our aim.
In hyper-focus mode.
By the light of the moon. To the vanguard. Let's rock. Onward. And roll. For the queen.
So at some point I think we just need to prioritize getting some of the fairy dragons to try and tie down the Bandersnatches.
Swift and steady. Shoot the thrill, ready to kill.
Let's see if this does anything. It's a bit preemptive here with the longbow, but it does hit everything. It's going to be great versus the spiders. If it doesn't miss. I hate the fact that it misses so often. It's probably the worst thing about it. So we at least want to get the two dragons on this side. I don't know if we need the ones on the other side.
Season begins.
We're going to need to nuke this if we can. Huh, might have to try this off camera as well. I don't want to waste you guys' time as I figure this out. Let's quit here. Also don't think this is the best hero to do this with. I'd like to have someone with a bit of ranged. So let's go back to using Aravan, and we're going to use him for our next level. Would be pretty cool to get one more star though. And we're going to reset and go back to getting our Moon Sentinels. We can get probably all of these. Okay, now what do we want? We have 6 left. This level gives us... Is it our alternate druid? I think so. I think it may give us our last druid tower. But I think we just go ahead and get these 3. Value getting 3 upgrades over just getting 2. Alright, so Neverwonder. Although we have weathered dozens of onslaughts, we are on the verge of collapse. We press on towards Neverwonder, which is under the Weirwood's protection. If these impressive beings see us as a threat, we will be hopelessly crushed. The time has come to risk it all. May Elene protect us. Okay, so we are going to get the new druids. who are super strong. The weirwood. This huge treant is of the very angry kind. It gives a whole new meaning to Wrath of the Forest. So very similar in the other two Kingdom Rush games. What? I think if we get them all, something happens. I don't know if we can get him. That one's got a diamond. Gargamel. Okay, so some Smurf references there. There's another one up here. Do they reappear? They do reappear. Awesome. Okay. Anyway, guys. Alright. That one had a diamond. You guys got diamonds? You better share. Anyway, alright. Where to start? So we have 2 exits here. And we now have access to the weirwood. We also need to be very cognizant of these like secret paths here. And there's 3 of them. So they're going to come down here, appear briefly, and then come down and flow into this area right into our back line. So we need to make sure that we have towers that can deal with that. So we're definitely going to want to put a group there. We definitely need one here. Kinda like something like this. Restart real quick. Get something like this. Okay. Make sure we're positioning them in such a way that they'll actually catch whatever comes out. If we put them too far forward, they'll just run behind us. So we need to be aware of that. Upgrade these to level 2. Let's get a level 2 boulder circle here. And this, guys, is a memory game. So I've done it before. It's actually kind of difficult when you're trying to micro and do it at the same time. If you can finish it, you get a ton of gold. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but it's enough to make the whole thing easy if you can do it correctly. So let's see if I can do it. Okay, we get a little bit of gold. And it's really best to do it as fast as you can. That way you can remember everything that's going on. So it's green, yellow, blue, red. And then it'll get, it's like 6 or so levels of that. And they add one every single time. So it gets pretty complicated. So boom shroom, a very unstable variety of mushroom that explodes when threatened. Fast speed, and then they explode and hurt your guys. We don't want them on Aravan, that's for sure. We can use that. So let's see if we can check it out this time. Not too bad. A little bit of gold for us. Make sure we're calling early for that extra gold. We did it.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay. Just nuke them. And I think I want to put some... Put some boys here. So we have another new enemy, and you'll notice they're coming out of the central area, the Munchroom. Huge mushrooms capable of munching through armor and bone alike, and they spawn the little guys. So let's fumigate those. Man, we need to start leveling up. I may not have the build right.
Elemental fury.
May want to do this again. Because we just leaked quite a bit. Let's just restart.
By the ancient powers.
Okay.
Shazam.
So for the moment, no one was really using these. So it may be a bit premature to build back here.
By the light of the moon. Quiver and quake. Like a rolling stone. Let's rock and roll. To the vanguard. Onward. For the queen. By the light of the moon.
And here... These are all such good stone circle positions.
Swift and steady.
Time is mana.
Hunting season begins.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. This is also not a great position.
Trust our aim. I bend over.
And now the music will have changed. So they change it up every single time. Oh god, I didn't watch it. See, this is way harder than it was the first time.
Swift and steady.
They were going easy on me that first time, but not right now. Maybe I just need to try and rush one of the werewoods. It's probably not a bad idea. And I think if I'm going to do that, it's going to be this one. Okay, let's do this. We need the gold. Wow, my brain almost couldn't handle that one. That's not good. I'm already getting a little bit fried.
To the vanguard. Let's rock and roll.
Dang, I messed it up. Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember it, the last one.
Onward.
Well, I upgraded there. Yes, there we go. So I think the idea is to quickly get the werewood, and you'll understand why once we upgrade it. It's 400. But I think we can get to them.
Elemental fury.
Move forward a bit here. Alright, so we've got him. So Clobber shakes the ground, dealing 75 damage and stunning all nearby enemies for 1 second. Throws a burning nut that explodes for 130 area damage, setting the ground on fire. You'll look at their range, it's pretty huge. As far as these types of towers go traditionally for like Kingdom Rush games. It's a pretty big range. And getting level 3 Clobber is very powerful. let's try again. And you'll see they change it up once you fail. I think here we just need to build another barracks. Like I was trying to say earlier too, it's way easier if you just do it at the beginning when there's so much less going on. And check out the damage this thing does, 69 to 117. It also, you know, it attacks pretty slow, but not that slow comparatively. Hoping for no bander snatches. Okay, what can we do? Let's pop these. And we can try and do that again. Okay, that wasn't too hard. That felt like a bit of a freebie. And another new enemy. So the fungus breeder, masters of mushrooms who wander about infecting the land with their spores. So they spawn the tier 2 and then the tier 2 turn around and spawn the tier 3. It's a pretty dangerous enemy. And we really need to get our boy out of here. This is not a good spot. Oh, heck no. So we're a little out of position here. They were standing a little too far back. Or too far forward, I should say. Let's make sure they're strong. That way they can fight off all of these dudes. And just getting this upgrade is going to be great. It's going to help us defend this position easier. Okay, let's try and get it now. Alright, not too hard. And we could get some standard arch druids to get some bears. The bears are very good at tanking these mushrooms. I kind of like doing that. Put them here. Okay, do I have a spare second? I think so. Alright, alright. There's one bear.
Elemental fury.
Put some boys up here to help block this. Pop those shrooms. When I say pop those shrooms, I kind of sound like I'm talking about something completely different. Get them down here. They're pretty much just going to eat these mushrooms for us. Alright, let's try again. Oh. Dang, I messed it up again. God. God dog it. I could have sworn I had it that time. Now we would have to start all over again. I think that was the last one too. I keep messing it up. Got too much going on in my brain.
By the ancient powers.
Kind of want to get one of these guys upgraded to some rangers. But as long as this tree is here, it's doing so much damage. We could also upgrade it with the fiery nut. What does it say for that? It says, this will not gonna hurt. Yeah, that was bad. that hurt me a little bit. So now we've got some of the big guys coming down. And we're gonna need Aravan here to do some damage. Let's drop that magic. And we can try and get another upgraded one of those. I kind of like to get another Archdruid tower here for more bears. And then the idea would be to get another werewood here. We still have 4 waves left, so we're not done. If we can get some blade singers, it doesn't appear like we're going to be getting any air at all. You know what, and I think I'm going to put a longbow here. I think that'll hit this entire area, which is about as effective as we can hope. Here comes some big satyrs. We gotta stop these dudes. We can't just let them get to the end. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot.
Elemental fury.
Kind of had him out of the loop for most of this game, it feels like. I'm mostly failing on my micro with him because I'm really trying to, I didn't pay attention to that at all. Could always cheat and write it down real quick. I'm trying to use my actual memory. So bears come here, and that'll give us another great spot to block up. There's one bear. The bears just have a lot of HP, so they're good at tanking. They do decent damage as well. And I think we can confidently call early. Our poor elves are dying left and right to mushrooms. Just a little bit more. And the bears have funny names. There's Yogi's one of them. What's the other one? Are they both named Yogi? Okay, they're all named Yogi. Alright, got it. And this one is going to be another werewood. And we're going to pop this mushroom as soon as they get close. There we go. That was a good use. Get them some extra damage. They're not really tanking any. But it'd be nice if they could do some extra to really crush those dudes for us. Yeah, a lot of these high-level satyrs made it through. We can't let them just spawn a bunch of dudes and then make it out. This is a good spot for the old Forest Keeper's Blade Singer combo. But I think more importantly, we need to get the extra firewood up. So these things only have 600 HP, but watch how much damage they do when they explode. Now we have these. It's like a Matryoshka doll. Airvan goes down. And there we go. Firewood up. We want to get more clobber. A giant AoE stun is pretty big in this game. And it's also comparatively cheap. We want to get them upgraded. That's a group that we definitely want to nuke. Let's try and level the stun. It does more damage. Heavyweight class, stun 10 or more enemies with a single clobber. That's pretty easy to do. Airvan gets resurrected only to stand right in front of a Twilight Avenger. That's not where he wants to be. And let's get the flaming nuts or whatever they're called. Fiery nuts. Pull him back. No reason for him to be engaged in melee. And we'll also get 1 stack of Sylvan Curse each. The stage is almost over, but that would definitely be my next move. And I would also want to get some burst arrows for even more AoE against the mushrooms. Man, I really just wanted to get him to level 8 by the time we finish this. And I really wanted to show you guys that I could beat this. But the best thing to do is to do it as soon as it starts, and then to quickly do it over and over again and win it without taking your eyes off of it. If you take your eyes off of it and go do a bunch of other stuff, by the time you get back, you'll have forgotten what it was. So we unlocked a new hero. And we can move on now to the Unseelie Court, which is a bit of a boss battle. So the hero that we unlocked is Bravebark. Not to be confused with Braveheart. He has low armor and pretty high HP, 475, with really good damage, but he attacks slowly. Let's take a look at his stats, or his skills rather. So Rook Spikes. Spiked roots sprout from the ground, dealing 30 to 50 area damage. We'll take that. Summons 2 greenlings to block and fight enemies, called Oak Seeds. I like this one a lot. I think I usually get that one maxed out. So Branch Ball grabs an enemy of 200 life or less and flings it out of the stage. Home run. So it's a one-shot kill, and the more you upgrade it, the better chance you have to do it to a bigger, more powerful unit. And Spring Sap. Bravebark is wrapped in a cocoon, healing himself and allies for 140 health over 2 seconds. That's also very strong. If you sit him in, like, exactly where the fighting is thickest, right? Wherever you have, multiple barracks in one spot, and he'll be able to kind of heal your guys. Densely covers a wide area with 9 spiked vines, each dealing 40 area damage each. So max out the greenlings. We now have 3 of the stars that we need. And if we want to do the heroic and iron mode challenges, at least one of them first, we're going to want to get the heavy load. So boulder explosions ignore physical armor. That's very good. That's extremely important. I think it's just the explosive damage, so the AoE. The main target I think that you hit still takes less damage if they're armored, but your splash damage isn't reduced by armor, which I think is pretty important. So let's select him, and we can use Bravebark to hopefully take down maybe this Iron Mode challenge. So we can use mages and druids, and we're maxed out on level 4 upgrades, I think.
Welcome to the jungle.
And this is something also unique to him.
I'm smarter than the average tree.
Smarter than the average tree. That's a Yogi Bear reference. Okay.
Solitary trees grow strong.
So we have lots of mushrooms. It's all mushrooms. Okay.
Quiver and quake. Like a rolling stone.
Well, let's just
Hi, Miss Mama.
put our towers in the best places we can.
Let's rock and roll. Quiver and quake. Like a rolling stone.
This might not be a great position. This is probably the strongest position, since I don't think they'll use any of this.
Let's rock and roll. Quiver and quake. Like a rolling stone.
I've got that power.
Use these just to maybe pop a few of them before they get to us.
Let's rock and roll.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Swords ready.
Our little greenlings are going to help. 150 HP, 6 to 12 damage, no armor.
Incoming.
The summons are great for eating these mushroom.
I'm smarter than the average.
Oh god, we're just getting exploded. Well, I was hoping not to do that.
Timber.
No, we're gonna leak. Okay. Let's restart that.
Welcome to the jungle. I'm smarter than the average tree.
Quiver and quake.
So the secret to this, I think, is to use clobber. But a single clobber is probably not enough in the early game. We're going to need to make another stone circle ASAP.
Reinforce.
Solitary trees.
There's also not a great level for him either.
Like a rolling stone.
So we'll just make it as easy as possible. There goes the clobber. Also need to make sure we're using our poison.
Let's rock and roll.
Reinforce. I've got that power. Swords ready.
Come on, little buddies, hold. He batted him out of the park. There we go.
Welcome to the
Oh, he was about to heal. That sucks.
Reinforce.
timber.
How much damage do those little things have? About 90?
Swords ready.
We need more clobbers.
I'm smarter than the average tree.
I don't know how long these greenlings last. It seems like they may last until they die. And if that's the case, that's great. See if we can get another upgraded boulder circle here.
Swords ready.
These things don't have any armor. I mean, our buddies are pretty good at beating them down.
Trees grow strong.
Incoming.
Quiver and quake.
Do a little more damage.
Reinforce.
Oh no, they're spawning back here too.
Got that power.
Oh no. We don't really have...
Swords
Smarter
ready.
than the average tree.
We need more AoE back here. Well, that was a fun surprise.
Incoming.
Yeah, we weren't ready for that.
Timber.
Should I be trying to do the memory match for more gold as well? I don't know. I feel like he's not the best hero for this either. These melee focused heroes can be fun, but they really only have like certain maps that they're great on. Whereas like Erevan would have been good there, Eridan as well. Erevan's like Seal of Fire would have been amazing. Okay, let's let's put a cork in that for a minute and go to the Unseelie court. So no hope left for the elves. We will find neither safe haven nor resting place at the Unseelie court. Our enemies have taken the palace, and Malicia has crowned herself Unseelie queen. We are trapped, outnumbered, and exhausted. No option left but to fight until our last breath. Before we go to Eleni's embrace, here they come, General. This will be a battle remembered throughout the ages. There she is. That's the boss. Sorry for having so little time to spare for you. I recently gave myself a new kingdom to rush. Yep. You said the name of the game inside the game. It's classic. Okay, so one of the things, I almost forgot about this. We get a unique tower. So, cream and porridge. More food, more happy gnomes to play pranks and tricks. Adds a poison attack to the gnome's repertoire. Trick or treat. It's very strong. We're going to upgrade it at some point. This is an amazing place for the werewood. It's a good place for a barracks. We need another barracks here as well. On this side. So there's actually a pretty neat little trick you can do in this level that I learned a long time ago. And we're going to see if I can't do it now. Let's get these guys here. That there. These here. And I think we'll just use this as a good barracks position. A lot of very strong spots here for lots of different types of builds. But she's going to interact with us. All of this stuff here plays a role in this battle. I know it because I've done it so many times. And I kind of want to rush these dudes. So now we have two of them, and we'll give them poison. They're going to come out and help us. Probably would have been more cost effective to upgrade one of our towers, but let's see how it goes.
By the ancient powers. Shazam!
We have a bunch of relatively weak level 1s. That dude got turned into a bunny. Which is something that the little gnomes do. So if you're kind of watching them, they'll do a ton of stuff. We need to get some upgrades going before we build more towers. Make sure we're calling early for that extra gold. There is no good and evil, there is only power. That's an old reference. I think it's in the first Kingdom Rush. Also sounds a bit like Nietzsche. Beyond good and evil. I read that a long time ago. Get a few more boulders. Don't want to leak here. Come on. We froze him. Need to get some... So I think what I'm learning right now real quick is that we need more single target damage. Okay. So here we go. This is kind of, you know, point number one. You want to kill them as soon as possible because they mess you up. I don't remember exactly what they do now. I'm usually so fast at killing them that they don't get a chance to do anything. I actually didn't remember that you could just drop them up here. Pretty interesting. But what you do is basically you just get a longbow here and they'll snipe them as soon as they spawn. I'm kind of curious what they do, but I honestly don't really want to know. We can prioritize trying to get some of our magic towers upgraded. And we know which one is going to spawn them because they start to glow purple. So I think for the sake of just knowing what they do, we'll let one of them happen. Yeah, we need to upgrade this, and I think we just need to go ahead and make this another barracks. Okay. Stuff's getting a little wild. We really need to get a weirwood up for that AoE damage. And get some slightly stronger frontliners. So they're turning dudes into bunnies. Teleportation is great. So here we go. Let's see what he does before we kill him. So yeah, he opens up a summoning portal and then he dies. But you can kill them pretty easily before they come out. I don't know if we get extra gold for killing the ones that come out of the portal. Otherwise, I feel like you could it'd be better just to let them summon. Okay. And we left Aravan kind of hang out. That's different. Last time I wasn't even trying. So she's webbing down our stuff. We don't seem to be able to unweb it. And we can nuke this bit here. Bring our boy over. No. Okay. We leaked one. It's not too bad. Perhaps should have prioritized this a bit. But now we've got the Bandersnatches. And I think the best thing we can do is just try and nuke them down. Let's back up with these guys. Oh man. Kill him. Wow, that was close. And we leaked something. Maybe it was a Bandersnatch, I'm not sure. We're gonna get another one of these golden longbows. We didn't have enough things online already to deal with them. Here we'll just get some arcane archers. We can also get a time lapse. And I think we'll get another high elven mage here with the time lapse. Those are all very good at dealing with the Bandersnatches as well. So he's going to summon. Call early. Perhaps one of these could have also been another stone hinge type thing. My brain is fried, guys. Like this one, for instance. It's going to be a very good high elf mage tower. And I also want to get this maxed out. Do they steal you extra gold? I think they do. That's pretty powerful if that's true. In which case, it might be really good just to rush them. Adds a disintegration spell to the gnomes. Yeah, that lets them nuke the Bandersnatches in one shot. So we're taking down her shield. That's why it's important to have towers here, otherwise she just sits there for a long time. Let's get another high elf mage tower. Take advantage of the fact that these things have high armor, but not great magic resistance. No reason to let Erevan die. We still don't have our weird wood online. And now we're going to perhaps be overwhelmed by mushrooms in the top area. So make sure he's in a position to attack, but not in a position to get hit. Just get another longbow. I'm a little upset. I think this is going to result in a 2-star victory. I'll go ahead and get that extra star in my free time, so don't worry about that. And then if I come up with a much better build, I'll let you guys know what it is afterwards. Also, at this point, you know, you're normally sticking with one hero. I would say that for the most part, I would probably be using a level 10 hero right now, which is a pretty big advantage. So now we have the disintegration rate, but we really, if we're going to upgrade them at all, we want to really max it out. Either max it out or don't upgrade. But now that there's 3 of them, they're going to be doing a ton of work down here. Those mushrooms are a problem. Weirwood. Let's go. We need to get more time lapse as well. You see that held them pretty well for that moment. But we need Clobber. Clobber is so integral. We can take it. We'll summon early. Haven't really been using that mushroom. I've kind of been totally forgetting about it. There's level 1 Clobber. We want to get it up to level 3. We'd also like to get another Crimson Sentence. Hopefully we see a headshot go off. Get a little AoE damage. We're on wave 12 of 15. So we still have a little bit of ways to go. We can get a fiery nut. Come on, disintegration ray. Disintegration ray. So I'm pretty sure he teleported him back down the line. These little guys did. Which is awesome for us. Bring Erevan up a little bit. He's missing out on some of this damage. Level that up. Oh yeah, that needs lightning. That needs lots of lightning. Oh no.
Swords ready.
Man, did we not have enough AoE? I guess we didn't. Because we are getting run over in certain spots. No, 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 no. Dang. So we're gonna beat this level, guys, but we just didn't have the AoE we needed. And that's definitely my fault. Probably 2 longbows here is excessive, especially if they're not being upgraded with Crimson Sentence. This should probably have just been another Arcane Archer with the burst to give us some more AoE options. This should have burst as well. And I mean, we were calling early pretty aggressively. But honestly, if you're not calling early every single wave, you're kind of not doing it right, probably. And that's one way I'm kind of constantly testing myself to see if I'm doing it right. And it's never a waste of time to do a map all the way to the end, even if you know you're only going to get 1 or 2 stars. We're getting experience on Erevan quite a lot. I like upgrading that all the way. It's usually not that easy to do. It's pretty expensive. Teleport, bringing them back.
By the light of the moon.
More little blue lasers going around. Erevan's in the mix. Back him up just a little bit. Make sure we use this now. Get as many of those gloomy boys as we can. That was a heck of a lot of lightning. So, something like this. Here we go. Pop that. Crimson Sentence there. Yeah, I think we need a little more AoE. I would definitely make quite a few tweaks here if I could do this over again, and I can. I'll put an Arcane Tower here. I would probably also place another, maybe Werewood here, or just a Druid Tower. Keep enemies out of time for a total of 1,000 seconds, I think it said. It's only a flesh wound. Down she goes. Okay, it's going to turn into a real boss battle. Now, she's on the field. She started with 7,500 HP, I believe. I think she teleports around also.
By the ancient powers.
Yeah. Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
I bend all elements.
Pop that poison. And then get that lightning. She's got to be pretty low. 2,000. Down she goes. So not the best performance. Remember, guys, it is on veteran difficulty. Had this been, you know, normal, it would have been too easy. And a giant spider comes and whisks her away. So that's some pretty awful foreshadowing. Game of Thrones achievement unlocked. Sounded like we got 2 there. And red 5. Little Star Wars reference. And we got 2 stars. Not terrible. But I'm going to do that in my free time and make sure I knock that out for you guys and get it done better. We leveled with Aravan. Let's go ahead and just get him his level 3 lightning rod. And I might go ahead and do that again with a different hero. So the 3 that I like to use the most, that I've gotten a chance to play with, I really like Prince Dinas. He comes in clutch in some levels that don't require air. And these 2 here. So physical ranged, magical ranged, and then physical with the ability to really block up a lane if he needs to. The rest kind of have their niches, and I'm going to try and make sure we get a chance to use them all to showcase their abilities. But for the most part, I think I'm going to stick with my boys, and I'm going to try and use Aradan, perhaps? No, I'll go back with Aravan. He might be the one we want to get to level 10 first. And I'll also probably do some of these heroic and iron mode challenges as well in my free time. But guys, that's all I have for you today. My brain is a bit fried. Trying to do memory games while also commentating, while also, you know, playing a tower defense game on hard difficulty. Not the easiest thing in the world to do spur of the moment. So forgive me if my commentary sucked today. But once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. And I hope you stick around because we have lots of fun levels left. There's a whole new area that we're going into now. The Ascent is going to be the first map in it. And then we still have like maybe 9 more maps after we finish this. So lots of stuff left to do in Kingdom Rush Origins. Alright guys, that's it. I'll see you later. Take care.